everyone, and welcome to the Pixel Chicken Podcast. I am River, as always. We've got Stryker. How you doing?
Hey.
What is so funny about Izzy's?
Shut up, Philip. I'm fucking doing the intro. We'll talk about it later. And Philip fucking Colby, he is here, and he's ready to kill as far as I'm
ready to
concerned.
kill.
Oh, man. You sure are. That was an angry voice.
Yeah, it was.
Philip, it's not funny. Izzy's in itself is not funny. It's just the way that we interact is just what...
It's pretty funny.
It's what gets me. Izzy's?
The
thought of Philip growing up in Izzy's.
I said throwing. Yeah, I walked in. I had a
Wait, you just walked in
hold
and,
on.
Yeah, me, my mom, my grandma, we walked in, and then I just
threw up?
and then we left.
And then you left?
Yeah, we
You
left
didn't even
after
eat?
that. They were so embarrassed, and I sure as hell wasn't in the mood for fucking Izzy's.
How long ago was this? Was this like 4 days ago?
It was before we even met. It was like kindergarten.
So this was you haven't been to Izzy's since kindergarten?
No, I'm sure I've been there like once or twice.
Jesus
in my life.
Christ,
I
man!
only remember the time when I threw up though.
Next time you go there, you should eat.
Yeah, you instead of throwing up and leaving, it's a way better experience.
So you
Yeah,
walked
I'm
in the
sure.
door, vomited, and bounced.
Yeah. And then they're like, "Oh,
What?
don't worry, we'll pick it up." And then we just left, and I was like, "Well, I guess we're not having pizza."
What caused you to vomit? Were you sick or
had been sick for
you just
a couple days.
were you just so fucking excited that you couldn't?
You walked in and were
You just saw the pizza bar and just went. Ugh!
No,
Shit,
That's what I would do.
Far...
it's so mind-blowing, man.
That's what I would do. I mean, fuck. I still
For all
have
I know,
problems
that's what
when
I
walk
did
in.
the first time I went in Izzy's.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in when you walk in there. First of all, there's old people and some arcade games somewhere. They all have some sort of weird array of strange arcade games.
And
I go
one
to
of them's a really good
Yes.
game that you can't find anywhere.
yes, and then
At
the
least
other two are cruising games.
Yeah, so you may get 2 cruising games and then fucking Sunset Riders.
Yes, it's gonna be a weird mix-up. So I think the one in Kelso that I go to in Washington has like Space Harrier, which is weird. Anyways.
Oh, no, that's in Shenmue.
Oh, fuck, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
All right.
you're thinking of Shenmue.
I am thinking of Shenmue, you're right. Well, how we doing?
I'm a lot of things right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Give me 3 of them.
Yeah, I want
Well, I mean, I'm figuring out. It's a good week, but it's school. School started.
Yeah.
I'm figuring out how the hell I'm gonna get all this work done. The financial aspect, I don't have to worry about this
You should
term.
just play games.
I should just do nothing but play games.
That's what I did in college. It worked pretty well for me. I have got a pretty good job now, so there's a case for it. There's a case to be said about
you could
just
say,
playing games. Also, you have to eat paninis a
I
lot.
think it has to be modern.
Oh, I
Warfare
do
2.
that. I do that.
Fucking good,
Okay,
man.
you're on your way
Fucking
there.
good, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So Symantec's not hiring for about 35 days, but you'll be ready. You'll be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
More paninis.
more Ratchet and Clank specifically. That's the ticket. So, well, yeah. Tell me more about your week, Phil.
All right. Well, anyway, one band that I really love, Flying Colors.
Okay.
Their new album came out.
Yeah.
And it's exquisite.
Exquisite. Now, is that the Portnoy band?
It is the Portnoy band, yeah. He's done a lot of projects, but one of the ones I like in particular is Flying Colors.
Now, have you ever heard of... Fuck. What's the name of the band? Transatlantic.
Oh, yeah, I've got all their albums, dude.
Do you know they're
Love
Christian?
that.
Do you know they're Christian?
Yeah.
Immediately stopped listening to them when I found that out.
Oh, I think they're good. It's Neil Morris, man.
Yeah, man. I know. Shut up. Anyway, so that came out. You liked it. Got high to it. Busted a nut to it.
No, I didn't do those things, no.
Okay. What'd you do?
I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. That sounds
I
like
did my
Phil.
math homework.
To it? That sounds distracting.
Yeah.
No,
what the
no,
fuck,
it
dude?
works. It works.
When
Pay
I do
attention
math,
to your math.
yeah, when I do math homework, I never did math homework.
Math takes all of my mental capacity.
Yeah.
I can't be listening to music while
That's
I'm...
why I don't do it. That's why I stopped
Yeah.
doing math and used a fucking calculator for all of the real world math that I use, meaning addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I still try to do as much mental math as I possibly can, but
Not me.
I
Not
don't
me at
do-
all.
Yeah, I don't do that all the
No,
time.
not me at all.
Oh man, if it's
I mean, if it's
percentages, fuck.
oh fuck a percentage. I
really?
can't. I can't do I can't find a percentage on a 100-point scale.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's really bad.
I don't believe that, man.
I get shook up when they ask me to. Anyways, so okay, Philip, go on. Have you played any video games? First of all, I know this being a video game / paintballing podcast. Have you played any video games?
No, I haven't. I haven't had time.
Fuck, Philip.
Dude, Phil.
I haven't had time.
Ah!
Oh
God.
Okay, so what have you been doing other
Izzy's,
than
man.
fucking freaking out about school and throwing up over the greatest restaurant in the universe? What has Phil been doing except for being a ice cold killer, baby?
Went
Yeah,
to
yeah.
my
Yeah,
local comic book store and I got a free paperback.
Oh, is that
Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Is that
Oh,
Comic Castle? That's the name
No.
of it, right? Line.
Cosmic Comics.
No.
Castle of Comms. Fucking comic. What is it?
I've only gone to.
I know the store you go to. What store do you go to? Do you ever go to that horrible condemned dungeon of a comic store?
Are you talking about
I think
nostalgia
it's
collectibles?
not there anymore. No,
Oh, the one that Striker was that was.
dude, it was me.
It was Philip. We were coming home from school, and this was like 3 years ago, and we
I've
were
been there once before. Remember, I had told you about.
yes, and we were driving by. That shitty looking thing that looks like a castle, and it's next to like a convenience store or something.
I don't think it's there anymore, but
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's on the way back from LCC.
Yeah, and he said it's been there, and I was really curious, so I fucking went in there. Me and Stryker both went in there, and they were three guys were sitting at a square fold-out table playing like some kind of tabletop
Magic or something.
something like that, and it smelled like a porn shoot, and
Oh,
I
God.
immediately left. And didn't tell Stryker because I literally turned around and walked
Yeah, I
out
looked back
and
and
got
he
back in my
fucking
car.
fell.
And Stryker was in there for another like 10 seconds. And I guess it was just. What did you do? What were those 10 seconds like? Did you say hi?
No, I just found the nearest wall of items and pretended to look at them, and then left
and then fucking-
immediately. And it wasn't even like convincing. I went over there and like moved something maybe, and then I was like, okay, that's good enough.
Were they
That'll
looking
throw
at
them
you?
off my trail.
Yeah. What if they just ran out after you and were like, buy something?
I would have. I don't know, dude. I would hope that you would just peel out and fucking drive away with me in the car at that point.
They probably had some good shit in there, man.
They didn't, dude. They had
Oh.
shit. Actually, now that I think about it, I got Spawn issues 1 through 5 there,
Man.
but the rest of it sucked. That was it, man.
Yeah,
It
You
was
know
just-
about McFarlane's cover for the Spawn relaunch?
Saw that video on your
Yeah.
Facebook, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was
Did you?
cool looking.
yeah, it does look cool.
Yeah.
That does look really cool. Did you
Well,
guys
anyway.
watch the fan made thing yet?
No.
Oh,
what?
shit, I
Did you
did.
tell us about that?
I did. You guys should watch it.
Oh, yeah. You're
You
right.
guys should watch Peaky Blinders. On
Another
Netflix.
disturbing
I don't-
movie that you've.
No, it's the guy who plays Scarecrow in the Batman movies.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's a
Philip
post
Seymour
World War
Hoffman.
One
Rest in peace.
crime drama.
I don't know, man. I think you're a little off with that.
I think you'll fucking like it a lot.
No.
Like Stryker especially.
Okay.
What is it called? CC
Peaky-
Amor?
No, Peaky Blinders. That's the
Peaky
name of
Blinders.
their game.
Okay, very cool.
Well,
So you
Phil,
went. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, no, I was just going to say the trick with River is that you don't recommend him a movie and he may watch it.
Yeah. You have to. So if you recommend literally every movie besides the one you want me to watch, I'll probably end up watching
Yes.
the one you want me to watch. That's the way that's kind of my
So if I say,
my
hey
SOP.
man, don't watch Twin Peaks.
No, that's kind of backwards.
No.
That's kind of backwards.
That's because then he just won't watch it because he'll believe
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, that must suck. But you have to tell me to watch, like, hey, watch fucking, whatever. Watch Best Friends and then watch Gone in 60 Seconds and, like, every movie in between those. And then I'll watch the one you want me to watch. But don't omit that one.
Oh.
Get it?
No, I
You
don't.
fucking get it?
No.
Okay. I
You
didn't
basically
expect you
said
to get it.
You want me to try to get you to watch a show, and then eventually you'll do it?
Yeah, don't worry about it. This is getting really unfocused. Philip, continue on with your comic story.
All right. Well, anyway, there's this comic book writer that the store is affiliated with, Gail Simone, and she gets nothing but like free comics from DC. Free
Now,
paperback
are you
comics.
talking about Raven Simone?
No, just Gail Simone.
Raven Simone stuttered.
That's so Gail.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know the Disney show that was
No.
only on late at night?
No, not That's So Raven. I mean, like Gail Simone. Gail Simone.
Oh.
That's so Gail.
Yeah, she wrote for
Malcolm Jamal Warner, sister. Malcolm Jamal Warner's sister.
Mia Jamal Warner. Oh God, I'm sorry. Phil, go ahead.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay, so
Anyway,
Gail Lockhart.
So Gail Simone gets a bunch of free paperback comic book collections from her employers, DC, and she doesn't read them, so she just basically, sends Dragonvine a bunch of these free. She sends them her comics for free, right?
Oh, okay. So
And now
why
they
is
have
DC
so
sending her
much.
like, here's a fucking box of your comics?
I don't know. I don't know why, but
All right.
anyway.
Cool.
I got lucky. I don't want anyone who listens to this to think that they'll go to the Dragonvine and get cool stuff for free. But
I
they
want
were
that to happen.
so bombarded with so many paperback comics that one of the guys working there was just like, "Look, man, here, take one to let me know what you think about it."
Huh, that's
And
interesting.
then I got a Warren Ellis book.
What is she? What does she do? What's her?
Gail Simone writes. She's written Batgirl, Birds of Prey.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I haven't read any of them, but she's well known. She's well acclaimed.
That's very cool.
What was
That's
the
awesome.
other one you said you got? A book?
Yeah, so I got a free paperback, and then I got two more. I got one more collection. I got the originals. It's a story by Dave Gibbons, the artist.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, and he's the artist from Watchmen, and he wrote it and he did the art for it. The whole thing is his baby, and because a lot of it is rendered with software, whatever, Photoshop, Manga Studio, etc.
Yeah.
He used just shadows, and there's no cross hatching at all, and it looks a little bit different from his previous work. But I'm eager to delve into it when I can.
Hey guys, cool. I have had a very strong urge to get into graphic novels and comics.
I've
the
got
past
just stuff for you.
Well, I was just about to ask. Yeah, I want you guys to give me maybe one each of your favorite stuff that you think I should read first.
It should be
I
my
wanna go through
pleasure.
Hold on, though. First,
Yeah, okay.
we got to find out what you're looking for. Are you talking like? Do you have a specific character in mind, or a specific? Are we talking like Marvel or DC? I mean, is there any more?
I don't really mind. I just think the medium is really interesting, and it's something that I've never really explored, as I've never really explored that art form. So kind of wanted to get into it. So I don't really care about as much about what world it comes from or what character. I just ask for a good one that you think is a good intro to the medium. So
I think I got a couple of ideas.
make sure it's violent, and has titties too.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you a superhero comic because superhero
Give me a
comics
titties
are great.
comic.
But I think the first thing that people who are new to comics should learn is that there is an ocean of great stories that have nothing to do with
Great titties,
superheroes
too.
within the comic medium. So, I mean, yeah, Vertigo, Image, there's lots of titties in there.
Good.
Nice.
Good. That's what I
Nice.
want. That's what I want.
I got some with titties, some 100 bullets.
Love
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I love me some titties.
How many volumes do you have, dude?
3, 4?
How many
I've
titties
got
per
4
page?
myself. I got about 4 myself.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Per volume, like how many titties are we talking about?
I don't know, maybe like 1 an issue.
Oh yeah,
One
not
titty.
interested. Not interested, bro.
Need more titties. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Write
I'll-
that
I'll
down. You know,
be on
maybe.
the lookout.
All right. But yeah, that's side note. Let's talk about that. So, anything else, Phil? What the fuck? You haven't done anything this week.
This week except go to school, man. And I
Well,
I
have you
started
met any
watching Twin Peaks.
fucking fly honeys at school?
Fly
Yeah, how
Honeys?
much game have you
Yeah, how many? Yeah, how much
Like-
play have you gotten?
Like none.
Oh,
Like
fuck.
none.
Dude, you gotta get your name out there, man.
Yeah. Phil, do you want us to come to Lane and be your hype men? I feel like we're significantly cooler and understand college more now that we've been in jobs for so long that we could go back to college and be way cool. So we could probably like yell for you or something.
Yeah, that's a false sense of confidence, though.
No, it is.
I have
Yeah.
it as well.
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure I could go back to high school and be way cooler.
Oh, hell yeah. My beard?
Oh fuck
That
yeah,
would-
dude!
that
My
would be
car,
awesome in high school.
I could. Oh, man,
My hairy chest?
dude,
Well, wait a second, maybe not.
my fucking
As long as there
my
wasn't any
ability
way
to
that it
buy
was a lot.
alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, we would be the shit in high school now. This is getting sad.
Yeah.
So Phil, you were at school. You're getting no play. You got no hype man. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm like doing this like thing all the cool kids do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
graphic
like,
design.
Yeah, trying
Yeah.
to
Trying to follow your dream.
try to do something with my life.
That's
Phil,
fucking
how
trying
deep
to
are you one?
get
What,
my
was
money's
this your
worth.
first week or
Yeah.
a second week?
My
or
second
what?
week, the end of my second week.
Nice. You got some already started doing some homework and assignments and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh,
How are
yeah.
the syllabi?
Oh,
How are
there's-
they?
There's like several syllabi.
Oh, how are they though? I didn't ask how much. I asked
Oh.
how are.
They're
Are they
fine.
well
Question of
organized?
quality over quantity, Phil.
Yeah.
I could have
That can
100
be a
syllabi
terrible
that suck, and I
syllabi.
would shred them all because I don't want to read a shitty. You know.
No, well, we went over all of them in class. You know, and that's I mean, I have them all, but that's pretty much it.
Excellent.
Nothing I hate more than a shitty syllabus.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll leave a fucking class and go eat panini if you give me a shitty syllabus.
Or even if you give me a good one.
Yeah, I'll probably leave class and eat a panini at that point. Oh, you know what's better? Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's far
All
better,
right.
trust
So,
me.
Phil, you've been real busy, haven't been able to play many games, but you did go snag some comics and a book.
Oh, I didn't snag a book. Just they're all
Snagged a book.
no, they're all comics. Oh, and I also got a volume of John Constantine Hellblazer, and it's freaking thick.
So you did fucking buy a book.
No, it's not a book. It's a comic
okay.
book. It's a graphic novel, just like the other two.
All right.
And I got
Gotcha.
it from. And
I'd like to read that, actually.
yeah, it's the 8th volume. There's like
Oh, I
if
need
you go
the
to Barnes
first
and
one,
Noble, they're very easy to find.
Dude,
They're
I
all
don't want to
lined up.
buy one. I wanted to
Yeah.
borrow it.
Yeah. Come
I
on,
can lend
man.
it to you after I'm done.
Hook us up. Hook us up.
But it is a lot of bang for your buck. It's $20 for a really thick paperback, and some really super thin paperbacks you would get for like $14.
That's very true.
Interesting. So, Phil, no games.
No games.
No.
Not until
Evil Within next week.
I do want to play Alien Isolation, and I
Yeah.
do want to play.
Okay, let's
Shadow
actually
Warrior.
fucking talk about video games for a second.
That's
What
right.
do you think is interesting about Alien Isolation?
It looks like it. From what I've seen, it deals more with survival horror than the last game, which was apparently a first-person shooter. I didn't
Aliens
play it.
Colonial Marines was bullshit.
That's what I hear. So I hear, and
You were just fucking shooting like tens upon like dozens of aliens, and it was just totally not what. So what I like about the idea of isolation is that there's one alien that follows you through the entire game, and he'll fuck you up in an instant if you.
It's a return to form. You know?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too, and I do want to try it too. I don't know if it's worth a full purchase for me, but I'd like to. I guess in this day and age, it has to be, or I have to wait. So that's interesting. I've never really thought about that. There's not an easy way to just try out a game.
No.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad to me.
Yeah.
It's hard to rent
Remember
games
demos?
nowadays.
PlayStation 1 demos?
Yeah, but there's not a demo for every game. You can't go out and
I feel like there's less demos that regularly come out nowadays
Yeah.
than previous years.
Absolutely.
And there's supposed to be a huge push on the Xbox One and PS4 for like timed trials of games, and they haven't done that.
But those are still never going to be. Those are still never going to be as effective as going in to a Blockbuster or fucking Hollywood and actually trying out a full game and any game that's out.
You know what? What's in now?
What?
You know what's in? Pre-order this game and you'll get the rest of it. That's bullshit right there.
Oh, that's a different. That's a different thing, but that does suck.
You know what's happening now. I don't know, Phil, if you're aware of this, but on the PC scene, early access is a huge thing, and so basically, I mean, developers will sell a game, most of the time at a subsidized price. So say $30. And they
I wouldn't even call it selling a game. It's selling an idea of a game.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
More. Some are more full games than others, obviously.
Very
but you're selling an unfinished product.
Oh, really?
And that being said, so let me give you my stance on this before I go into this. I really like early access. I'm a strong proponent of it. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people make the complaints that these developers are just grabbing quick cash because they can sell their game early and then not complete the thing and then kind of just back out. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is you are spending your own money. You do not have to buy this early access game. It says there's nowhere on Steam that it doesn't say early access if you are buying a game that's not 1.0. You know that this is an early access game. There's been hundreds of proven cases where things have not panned out or developers have gone dark after they've gotten a certain amount of money. Like, this is an early access game, so stop bitching if you're going to make the conscious decision to spend your money on this game.
I will say this:
finished.
there's also kind of a few of those games where they will say, it'll almost be like pre-order bonuses. Like if you get early access, unlocks all the future content at a lower price, or
exactly,
something like that. So I think in that regard, it's kind of. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's any worse than a pre-order.
Well, at some point you're getting a full game for free. I mean, you buy say Star Citizen. It's a game that's, I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's this massive Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Incredibly huge. And you can pay $30 for it now, and then you own the game outright. You're never going to have to pay $60 for the 1.0 in the future. You have everything, all the updates that keep coming and coming. And another thing it's cool for is that a lot of developers, when they put them out on early access, they take more direct feedback from the consumer, because it's a way of saying, here's the idea that we have. Are you passionate about this? What do you like? What's working? What's not? And a lot of people complain that that's paying to beta test a game. But then again, you're still paying for it. You don't fucking have to, right?
Okay, so this is a positive thing.
I think it is. A lot of people think it's shitty, but I say that they're fucking whining that they made a bad choice. Like, just fucking buck up. You paid the money. You knew the risks. So, I don't know. That's my stance. How did we get on this? Oh yeah, so that's what people are, that's what developers and publishers are doing, are putting their games out in early access, because there's no rentals anymore. I mean, you can do GameFly if you're a fucking idiot and wait 6 days for your shit, but I don't know.
GameFly is cool for like hard to find games, but for new games, it sucks.
Do you still have it?
No,
Okay.
hell no.
Right.
I was about to sign up for it, and then I found out it wasn't as cool as I thought it was going to be because
I don't know. It might be worth it for you.
well, all the copies that of a certain game that I wanted were sold out. You see, and I was like,
I do see.
I see.
I guess it's no different from going to a Blockbuster or Hollywood. Only you have to wait several days for it, and if it's not there, you have to wait several more days for someone to turn back a copy. You know.
Mm-hmm. This is why I want PlayStation Now to flourish.
Yeah.
Because if they can provide me with fully streamable games that I can try out for 4 days for $5 or whatever, I'll fucking totally do that. It'll just be renting a game, and I won't have to leave my fucking house and see people.
That'd be awesome. As long as the prices aren't shit.
Yeah, which they are right now, but
yeah, they are.
I mean, I always hear talks of I have heard talks of them restructuring the pricing models, but who knows when that'll happen. They took Metal Gear Solid 4 off, which is weird because I wanted to test out if saves transfer. I don't know because I had that save that was at the third act, and I don't know if you let your thing expire if the saves also save on the cloud or not. So I couldn't find an answer online. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, back to Alien Isolation. I think it's an interesting idea, and I haven't really looked at any reviews of it. Have any of you?
Yeah, I have.
I've heard vaguely. I've heard some good things about it.
Is it getting good? I hear it's scary as shit. I hear it's like, at least the hands-on at like E3 and TGS and shit were pretty effective. So,
right.
Overall, I've been seeing kind of middle of the road, some good, some not so good, but
that's kind of expected with especially with a game like that for me at least.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to go gangbusters necessarily.
I haven't seen anything really like negative though. Like as far as
that's good.
I've seen.
That's good. What about Evil Within, Phil? Are you going to pick that up next week?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. I didn't pre-order it proudly.
Good. Don't fucking pre-order games.
I won't. Last game I pre-ordered was Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, but that was before I knew any better. So,
that was like a month ago.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Well, that's cool. So nothing else on the Phil week to talk about?
No, nothing else really. I had a good birthday. Got sick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fucking happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Wait, did you say you just got sick as shit? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I got sick.
Did you go to Izzy's?
No, I went to Red Lobster, but I didn't.
Did
throw
that
up
make you
there.
sick?
No, it didn't make me sick. I was getting sick before then,
What'd you
but
get at
I
Red
got
Lobster?
to take home a really great meal and finish it the morning after when I felt better. So,
Good.
That's good.
That's
good.
really good. Striker,
Yeah.
I want you to fucking spit, man.
Oh, you want me to freestyle?
Yeah, please.
No, I'm not gonna do that, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I tried. I do want you to tell me about your weekend, specifically NBA 2K15.
Woo!
That's what I want from you. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Okay.
Phil.
yeah.
Woo! Woo! All right,
Good,
thanks.
Woo!
Wait, fuck you, you're clipping, man. Fuck you.
You're a lot better at that, Phil, than you are at the Ice Cube sound.
Yeah, but
yeah.
let me stop for a second and say, after listening back to it, I have never heard, specifically after listening back to my version too, I've never heard a better impression of Eminem's "Just Lose It" sound.
Oh yeah,
It
Phil,
is incredible.
It is. It's really good. Don't do it again, please.
Yeah, please, God damn it, whatever you do. Your snake voice is also very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Anyways.
So,
Striker.
yeah. So this week, I have been playing since our last show, mostly Shadow of Mordor.
Yes.
NBA 2K also came out this week. Picked that up and playing a ton of it. So far, I love it.
Which one's better?
Ooh, I'm not even going to try. Anyway, it's really good. I don't play online with NBA games. I play pretty much strictly offline. I've heard they've been having some issues with the servers again, which sucks for other people.
Yeah. Do they still have the wacky my player?
Yeah, they have. It's a little more in depth this year, and there's more stuff.
Does it still have really good cutscenes?
It still has pretty ridiculous cutscenes.
God damn it! Those were the absolute best thing that I've ever seen.
They were pretty. Some of the ones this year are pretty silly from what I've seen.
Good.
But it plays really well. It's realistic. You have to be smart and know basketball on the higher difficulties.
I want you to tell your story about the developers.
Oh, okay.
I think that's really fucking cool.
Yeah. So, let's see, where do I start? So, Operation Sports, for those of you who don't know, Phil, it is a gaming website and forum specifically for sports gaming. And I've been going there forever. I've only been a member since like 2007, I think. But I've been, browsing and reading stuff forever. And it's a pretty big community. And the cool thing about it is that the developers for not just NBA 2K, but that's where I usually at, other games as well. But the developers are members there, and they constantly chime in and post feedback about things or respond directly to people's questions and concerns. They'll come on there and ask people to, if they're experiencing an issue, they'll ask people to maybe post some feedback about it and what they're seeing, just different things like that. The wish lists every year. The developers will specifically go into the wish lists and chime in, and it's a very cool and active community, and it's awesome to be a part of that close relationship with the game's developers, and it's something that's pretty cool that not a lot of games have. So this year, one of the guys created a thread about roster updates or something like that, and he was asking questions about little tiny details, not so much like big things like ratings and stuff, but the smaller things, more cosmetic changes and stuff like that. And there's a player on the Blazers who I posted a picture of.
Damian Lillard.
Not Damian Lillard. No, you got this wrong. Like this first time I told you this story.
Okay.
Guy's name is Will Barton. Will Barton.
Will Wheaton?
No, Will Barton.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just Will Barton. He is a bench player, doesn't get a lot of time, but he's a guy that the Blazer fans like, and he comes in every once in a while in garbage time and throws down a sweet dunk or something. So anyway, I chimed in and I said, hey, Will Barton wears a headband. He has since he entered the league. Give him a headband because that's something that you can't change as a user. And he hasn't had one in the 2 or 3 years he's been in the game. And so I said, hey, give him one. And the guy said, I wasn't that rude about it.
Hey,
and
fucking give him one.
The guy quoted me and said, okay.
2K dev.
He said, okay, I did it, and it'll be in the next update. And that next update happened to go live the next morning.
That's pretty sweet.
So it was just pretty cool. It was something that I directly posted on there, and he responded to. And since then, he's been doing it a lot with other users and pretty much everybody that's been posting on there. And it's just really cool to have that close of a relationship and that back and forth with someone who actually works on the game.
Yeah.
Because usually you feel like there's kind of a wall there. There's a wall between you as the game player and the person who's purchasing the game and then the people that make it.
Especially with such a big name title.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't usually see that kind of resonance between the dev team and the fans when you're getting a AAA title. It's just it's pretty unheard of. So that was that's what made it specifically cool, and the fact that that's something that other people will experience that you specifically brought to the table, and you can say hey, I was responsible for this fucker having a headband. No offense. Exactly.
It's a tiny little thing that most people won't even care about, but I can guarantee you that there's at the least several dozen Blazer fans.
There's dozens of us
who will go and sub him in at the end of a game and be like, "Oh, cool, he's wearing a headband now, and he wasn't before." And it's a pretty neat little thing,
cool.
I like that kind of stuff. Just not just because of that, but just that they take the time to respond to fans and have that listen to that feedback from the community directly.
It's very cool.
It's a cool thing.
Any significant changes between 2014 and 2015 that you want to highlight, or?
Oh man, there's a lot of under the hood stuff that's been changed. I mean, it's a very it's much more difficult. The AI is a lot smarter, so it's not unfairly more difficult. It's just smarter.
That's what I kind of want to see from next gen games.
Yeah,
like I don't.
Really like.
At some point, like textures and all that kind of stuff is cool, but like use that extra processing power to actually change gameplays with AIs and stuff like that. That's
the way I feel.
That's the stuff that is intriguing and compelling to me. So
the best way that I look at it, the way I look at a game, a sports game specifically, is when I start losing or when I get a turnover, when the computer scores on me, is it happening because the computer is deciding, hey, I'm going to make a run and make a comeback? Or is it happening because I'm making stupid mistakes?
Exactly, yeah.
And most of the time, this year more than any other year by quite a bit, when something happens against me, it's because I'm making a stupid mistake.
Yeah, you can't get mad at yourself because you get that at the game. You can't.
Exactly. I can't get mad at the game when it's something that I did, and I can't say that for past years as much.
Exactly.
And I so far I'm really really enjoying it. There's a lot of other features as far as different game modes, but typically I'm more of the, like I said, the kind of the offline keep it simple. I haven't really dove into the other modes yet.
I've never played Madden. I've never played NBA Online.
I have played them online. To me, I want it to be realistic and a simulation, and I want it to look like a real basketball game. And too many times when you play online with those games, it's just people exploiting the computer's weaknesses.
Exactly.
And that's just not fun.
Yeah, exactly. I played sports games online right up until Fight Night round 3.
Ooh, that'll kill it off.
You ever play that online?
I did. Yeah, I played it with.
What the fuck was up with that?
Oh man, I don't know.
What was the problem?
You were going, maybe your punches were going like a mile and a half, and then the other guy was knocking you out with the goddamn quickest hands I've ever seen. It was just, I don't know what was happening. I never knew what was happening. I was like, who the fuck is this? What? God, I'm flustered now. I don't even know what to say. It's bringing me back.
It just sucked, man.
It did really suck.
Net code.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying that. It's always good when a anticipated title delivers on as it should.
Yeah. And on that note, we can talk about Shadow of Mordor a little bit later. You have a review up which kind of goes over your opinion of the game, but I just want to say that I am thoroughly enjoying it, and I love it, and it's probably my surprise game that I've played in a long time.
Let's talk about it, because honestly, that's all that I've played.
Yeah, well, let's do it then.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, we don't need to go over our opinions. For everybody out there, you can go on our website and read River's review, and it pretty much, my opinion, matches what he feels. So, just specifically about the features and the things we like most about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you? Yeah. What do you?
It's just such a. The mechanics are so incredibly strong.
Yes. Everything is done very well.
Yes. Every system and every facet of gameplay is so finely crafted and so well thought out and fits with each other. It just is a really powerful, fun experience. Like, I found myself just playing the game, not even, worrying about, doing certain goals or certain activities. Just, going around and and I can sit there and mess with that Nemesis system forever.
It all works together, so it creates a incredibly cohesive unit. I mean, everything is just done so well.
Yeah. Philly, you gonna play it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll play it at some point.
Yeah. Are you a fan of the lore?
I've always liked it. You know, I've never been too crazy about it, but I liked the last two movies. You know.
Oh, Phil, I wanted to mention when I got on here that I went back and watched. My girlfriend and I watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy. We marathoned it throughout the week, so that was fun to do.
Did you watch the extended versions?
I didn't, because I don't
I've never
have.
seen the extended versions.
I've never seen them either.
I hear they're really good.
I have them. I've been wanting to watch them. It's just such a fucking commitment.
I know,
I have the
they're
regular
huge.
editions on Blu-ray, so we just watched those.
Yeah. I love those movies. I think they're really good. I have not seen
I agree.
either of the
They're
Hobbit
amazing.
films. I've not
I
seen
thought they
them.
were good.
I haven't either.
I thought they were just fun.
One
Just
thing I want to
fine,
say
or-
about. Sorry.
Yeah, go. No, please.
I was just going to say, going back to Shadow of Mordor, one thing that I noticed that I wasn't doing, typically, I would compare it most closely to a Assassin's Creed game. I think we can
Absolutely,
agree
yes.
that it has the most in common gameplay-wise with one of those games. So when I play like an Assassin's Creed game or even other open-world games, I find myself towards the later parts of the game, maybe like the second half or so.
Critical path.
I'm fast traveling everywhere.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I've gotten to the point in pretty much every Assassin's Creed game that allows you to. It's about, like the end of Black Flag and stuff. I'm just like fast traveling everywhere. I just want to get it done. I
Yeah,
want to get the
exactly.
missions done, and I just want to get there as quick as possible.
I'm with you
I
on
don't.
that.
In this game, the only time I fast travel is if I unlock a new mission and I'm really excited to go there and I want to get there with full health and not risk getting hurt. But otherwise, I'm never fast traveling. I'm trudging through and journeying to each location just so I can see all the things in between and fight a bunch of guys. And,
Exactly, yeah.
Do you
level
actually
up.
travel through all of Middle Earth?
No, it's just Mordor. And actually, well, how far are you, Striker?
I'm not to the part you're about to
Okay.
say.
Yeah, then there's another zone, but it's not all of Middle Earth. One of the things I found in all that traveling is having a lot of combat. The combat is surprisingly challenging.
It is.
Did you
I agree 100%.
And which was shocking because I never found the style of combat lends itself really well to fucking devastating groups of enemies. Like I've never had problems in Batman with combat, but this, I think the thing they do different in this game is they throw fucking, like if you're in a stronghold, they're not afraid to throw like 40 enemies at you and have archers and poison guys.
The spear throwers.
Yes, exactly. And what I found later, there was a challenge in an arena, one of the weapons challenges where you had to. There's a set of weapon challenges, Philip, where if you complete them, you unlock a very powerful ability for your weapon. So I was trying to do these. There's one where they put you in an arena and just throw. They say beat 50 guys, right, without dying, and they throw 30 at a time. And there's archers on the sides of the walls, and there's guys that are throwing spears, and there's shielded guys that will charge you, and all of these different attacks call for different button prompts, and it's the same Batman combat, right? It's attack, counter, dodge, grab, and so I found that I was dying a whole lot when I got into these larger encounters because I was just mashing on the button, and I found it a lot more effective to find a rhythmic pace to my attacks so that I can have time to actually hit the button prompts to dodge the arrows and dodge the rushes.
It forces you not to button mash.
It does.
Forces you.
It does.
If you button mash, you're never gonna build up and get your.
Yes, and that's the thing is that there are these runes that every captain drops that can augment your character in certain ways. And the way I had it spec'd out is if my combo meter was high, I would be regaining health and I would be unlocking combat finishers and things that would help me, and I kept losing it because I kept mashing the button and missing the prompts and getting hit.
Yeah.
And so I found, basically a really rhythmic, at square, square, square. It was like that, and I found a lot more success in taking on huge groups of enemies where I was seemingly, surrounded.
Yeah.
And there's certain points where I started mashing in, and I got down to like a sliver of health, and one hit would have done me in. But I took it back and like used that rhythmic approach and really paid attention, and it defeated like 30 enemies without taking a single hit. And it was this huge adrenaline rush because I could have been hit once and died. And
you get so impatient that you want to just finish a guy off, but you just got to pick your spots. And
exactly. Yeah.
I also love the fact that there's so much unexpected, like kind of surprise stuff that happens in the game that isn't really explained. Like sometimes how an enemy remember I asked you about this when we played Poke the other night. There was an enemy that I beat down. It was one of the captains. I beat him down to the point where his health was really low, and I knocked him down, and it kind of zoomed into him and paused the gameplay, a small cinematic, and he looked up at me and said, are you going to finish the job or something like that?
Yeah.
And then it gave me the opportunity to interrogate him or kill him. And this has only happened one time. It wasn't explained. There was no tutorial about it. It just happened. And there's little things like that there's a lot of unexpected little gameplay twists that can happen and different ways things can play out, like in combat or with captains or interrogations. It's a very cool detail like that I
noticed that specific instance happening more once you told me about it, and I don't know if it's one of those things that, once you own an Acura, you start seeing Acuras everywhere, but I definitely notice that more often, and it happens more later in the game when you get the ability to brand people and stuff like that. But yeah, and the stuff that they ask you to do later on in that game with the politics of the Nemesis system and the war chiefs and stuff gets super, super complex and really satisfying. They unlock a lot of different ideas and ways to manipulate the captains and stuff like that, and it's very interesting. Also, side note, did you guys know the current, last-gen versions of this game that are coming out in November, I believe,
I didn't know there were.
There are, and they are Sans Nemesis system.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right? Which is one of the most unappealing things you could possibly say.
Mm-hmm.
Sans Nemesis system?
Without
it.
Without the Nemesis system, yes.
That's pretty dumb.
It is baffling to me. I don't know if it's a processing thing, because it is handling a lot of relations with people and stuff like that, but that makes that fucking game for me.
Absolutely. I think that
there was Yeah, sorry, go on.
I was just going to say I've noticed we've gotten to the point in the console generation, the last generation of console games, where when new games do come out that are multi-platform, they're severely stripped down and just basically not even worth buying. I mean, and that's just the way it is. They're way past the ability to port these games to last gen consoles without stripping away important things.
And say what you will about the Assassin's Creed series, but I think it's a really smart idea to make a completely separate game for the last gen consoles.
I agree.
Because you're not stacking it up against something that it just simply can't do and will suffer. So I think it's a really
I agree.
Very cool decision to because not everyone can afford these new consoles. They're expensive pieces of hardware. So it's a pretty insightful thing for Ubisoft to do. So
and what's so bad? People say that I've heard a lot of people say that decision is really stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Two different games at the same time. But if you think about it, what is it better to release one game for like 7 platforms, or is it better that has stripped down features on?
Have 5 of those 7 versions be shitty.
Yeah. Or does it make more sense to tailor make a game specifically for those people and tailor make a newer game for the people that have the processing and, graphical power of the new next gen consoles or current gen consoles?
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes sense. It makes sense money-wise too, because there are people out there that are going to want to buy both or at least play both.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, I'm glad that, the PlayStation 3 still has a little bit of breath in it,
It's not dead. PlayStation 3 still can do some pretty awesome things.
Yeah, it's still a good console.
It's still a good console, and for that matter, Xbox 360 is still a fantastic console as well.
Yeah, they were both good.
I personally think Xbox 360 stands among the best consoles ever made.
I agree.
It stands there with the SNES. It's just it doesn't seem that way because it's not in his as far back as the SNES and that kind of stuff and the PlayStation were. But I think 10 years down the road we'll look back and say the 360 was one of the actual great consoles. There was so much there. So I definitely believe that, and I think that with each passing year we'll see that more. So. Anyways, other than Shadow of Mordor, guys, I'm kind of feeling it on this one. I didn't do much. I watched Don John.
How was Don John?
Have you heard of it?
I know Don John, but how was it? I haven't seen it, but I know.
I really liked it. I thought it was. So it was. You're aware it was Joseph Gordon-Levitt's first directorial. He wrote, directed, and starred in it. And I thought it was a fine movie. I don't know, Striker, you saw it too, right?
Yeah,
What'd you think?
I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was anything special. I thought that it kind of let's see. My feelings are that it kind of fell apart in the last act.
It didn't go where I expected it to go, but I didn't hate it. So maybe we just
No, I didn't hate it. I just didn't think that it just was kind of abrupt to me. It like everything that happened at the end just seemed to it was trying to tie up all the loose ends just in one fell swoop.
I can see
and
that.
It felt rushed, and
I can see that.
It was just kind of weird with the rest of
how quickly.
I just felt like it didn't fit along with the rest of the movie.
Yeah, with the elderly lady, right, in the film. That storyline was such a slow burn.
Julianne Moore.
Yeah, Julianne Moore. It was such for the first hour of that movie. There was so very little with her, so incredibly little, like such a slow burn. And then the last 20 minutes were, holy shit, she's the star of this show. Like she's, and I don't know, but I tend to I really liked Joseph Gordon-Levitt's performance. I thought he was really good, and
he was great in it.
A lot of the scenes with the family were really entertaining for me. Especially who played the dad?
Oh, it was shit.
Not Ray Liotta.
Tony Danza.
Yes, he was pretty entertaining for me. So
Tony
I don't
Danza.
know. That is Damian Lillard.
Cool, I might watch this.
No.
Is it on Netflix?
You should watch it on Netflix. You'll probably jack off.
Yeah,
you probably will.
I love that you just wait and you're like, yeah, yeah,
I will.
yeah, it's probably gonna happen. It's yeah, it was. I mean, that's literally shit. That's all I did. So. I guess that's that. I guess that's the chunk.
I checked out. I did watch a movie like today. After
What did you watch?
I watched Carrie, the new one.
That sucked. That fucking sucked. I hated. Oh bullshit! I hated it. I thought, who's that actress? Is that the girl that plays Kick-Ass? Right?
Yeah, she's good.
She sucks. She fucking sucks in that role.
Oh,
I did not like her in that role. I thought she was
cool.
so stilted and stiff. But maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the character of Carrie. Like,
Yeah,
I just
maybe
felt
that's
like her
it.
delivery, and she wasn't menacing in the least. She was just awkward. I don't know. I don't know if that was
if
the character was
the
written the
cool
way she
flow
did it,
movements.
but
Well, I mean, I think she was supposed to be awkward. Like, are you talking about when she?
I'm just talking. No,
shit?
I'm talking about like the way that she delivered. Like, she wasn't a believable awkward girl. She was just a believable, an awkward actress trying to be an awkward girl. If that makes sense. Like, she did not play the role that she was given well, at least in my opinion. And no, when she freaked the fuck out, it was just comedic to me because she sold it. She was so flat, and I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't really care for anything about that movie, and I don't know. I just thought across the board the acting was really uninspired for me. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, have you
Fair
seen
enough.
Striker?
I haven't seen it. I
Okay.
mean, I have not seen it. No, I don't typically watch. Not that I have anything against it. It's just not my.
Let me throw this out there. I saw it with a girl.
Okay. Yeah. That's what happens.
I did not see this alone. So, no offense to anyone who likes those kind of movies. It's just not my.
I'm not a horror movie guy either. I decided to
not
just
my
watch
usual.
that.
Philip, fucking yes, you are.
No, not really. Not
Since
really.
when?
I'm not. There are horror movies that I like.
Philip, you love every horror movie.
No,
That's all we
by
watched
no
when.
fucking means. No.
Striker, can you back me up on this, man?
Phil, I kind of pegged you as a horror movie kind of guy.
No.
We were always
the
watching
Friday
zombie
the thir-
movies and
Yeah,
and
zombie movies are cool, but the Friday
The
the 13th
Thing.
movies
The
are
Thing.
are shit. Of course, The Thing. The Freddy Krueger movies are shit. I don't care about Hostel. I did like the first two Saw movies. I thought they had
those are fine. Those
Yeah,
were
those were
actually
fine.
movies.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
those were fine.
but you're saying these movies suck, but you've seen all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all of them, but
You
Okay.
fucking
Who hasn't?
Philip. Who
hasn't
you
seen just about every Friday
You
the
were
13th
goddamn in. Let me remind you, in third grade in elementary school, you were so goddamn obsessed with Scream. Your whole fucking family was, man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, well,
that's all we talked
we were-
about.
It is.
Yes,
guess we
it's
like
fucking
Scream.
You
You
love
like
Scream.
Scream, I guess. Yeah, I was obsessed with Dragon Ball Z. That's what I remembered.
Yeah, me
But
too.
yeah, we were both into that.
Well,
We
I
loved
still
that.
am. Fuck.
Yeah,
dude.
well, go for it, bro.
I want to buy Battle of the Gods to see what's up with that.
Yeah, I heard it was awesome.
Yeah, it's
animation
finally
was
in
great.
English and shit. So I want to see that shit.
I want to see that shit too.
We
Let's
should
all
watch
see
it.
that shit.
Let's
all
fucking watch it, dude.
Let's fucking watch it.
Come over.
Let's watch it.
it.
Yeah, we'll go over. We'll watch it, and we'll make that about the next episode.
No,
We'll make the next episode
No,
about that.
absolutely not.
absolutely not.
I don't think there's enough content there.
I refuse.
But we can talk
Well,
about
like
it.
like the first 30 minutes. I mean, we'll talk about the first 30
I've been
minutes.
thinking about naming conventions of our episodes.
Oh yeah.
Should I name them some other shit? Because they're just episode 5, 6, and I was just thinking like, I wonder when it will be like, episode 147. Like, that's gonna roll off the tongue really well.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It would be kind of cool. Episode 5, Return of the Phil 15.
Yeah. We didn't
I mean,
have a Phil 15 last week, did we?
No,
No,
we were
we
so
didn't
have-
so busy with that countdown that went by so quick, but
It was fun. It was a
was
lot of
so
fun.
long. It lasted so long.
So Phil, I want to bring up a point with you. I'm not going to name names, but I've had two people walk up to me randomly that I didn't even know listened to Pixel Chicken, which is awesome. But they came up to me randomly and said, "You let Phil have the Rockstar franchise?"
Wait, that sounded stupid. What were they
No.
saying?
No, your argument was valid. It was just
surprising to other people because you don't. It's like the last thing you don't expect it.
yeah.
Okay.
You don't because there's like it's not technically
yeah,
a
but then
series.
You talked about those Tom Clancy games.
Oh, fuck. I didn't expect you to actually bring that out.
Shit.
But I think that I think we were mostly talking about Splinter.
I was listening to it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" One of the other guys pulled the same crap as me.
I think the Tom Clancy series was more.
Phil, don't fucking call me out.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I feel like we're
This
going to
isn't
have
a
to.
cipher, man.
I was just about to say, I feel like we're going to have to start a cipher and Stryker will destroy. So,
Phil,
I don't
I
know.
have
He'll change the name like 10 times and call it Hallelujah Load and the Patriots.
We'll figure something out. We'll definitely figure something out because I want to start naming them wacky titles that pull in gangbusters. So, anyways, why don't we head on to the goddamn Phil 15?
The Phil 15!
All right.
Boom. The
Let's
Phil
see.
15, motherfucker.
Oh, sorry.
The
All right.
Phil 15.
Phil 15.
Only on Hot 97.
Phil 15.
Phil
Are you ready?
15 in the morning with Stryker and River and also Philip. Yeah, we're ready.
I'm not, dude. I want to do this again.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Try one, Phil.
Give it a shot.
Try a radio spot for the Phil 15. Come on, I know you got it in you. You got voices in you.
This is the Phil 15.
Is that it?
Wow. Yeah, that was
The Phil 15, motherfucker!
Okay,
How's
yeah,
that?
that was better. That was better. God, man.
All right, Phil.
Okay.
Can't give me
I
that motherfucking countdown, bitch.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
I feel
15
feel
starts
weird
in
now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Have you ever heard of a show that had 2 seasons in the early 90s and then like 26 years later decided to do a 3rd season?
Didn't Doctor Who do that?
Because that exists.
Didn't Doctor Who do
I
that?
was talking about Twin Peaks.
Oh, Twin Peaks.
No,
Okay, yeah.
Doctor Who's the exception.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm on I started watching it, and man, it really lives up to its reputation. But if you know what to expect, it's really enjoyable.
It's a
just
weird-ass
a strange,
show, I
bizarre.
Is it akin to
it's
Twilight
a weird
Zone?
fucking show.
It's more like X-Files.
Akin to Twilight.
kinda.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's
Yeah.
just it's essentially it's a murder mystery, you know.
Okay.
But it's just it goes in all these. Okay, so here's an example. There's a witness. They go to a witness, and her best friend is a log. No, she carries around a
What?
log. She carries around a
Oh,
log.
like Johnny,
Oh, Johnny
2x4?
2x4.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's
Clank!
like Johnny 2x4, dude. And she talks about what her log saw the night Laura Palmer was murdered.
I need a fucking
Dorks.
plank.
That's just a taste of how strange the show is. I actually think that's the strangest thing, but it opens up
Phil,
very
stop.
well, like
really
with
quick,
the
really quick,
parents.
Really quick. Do you want to be Ed, Eddie, or Double D?
I don't know, man. I'm somewhere in between Double D and Ed.
You wanted to be Double D, man.
Dude,
You
I
always
remember,
did.
Phil, when you were young,
I'm
you
Bel-
drew pictures of us as the characters, and you drew me as Ed, and I was a little upset.
Yeah,
about it.
what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I remember that, and sorry, I didn't think it was going to piss you off.
I remember I saw it, and
I
I was
really
like,
didn't.
and you were like in the bathroom or something, and you came in, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Why am I Ed?
Short,
I called you
fucking
out.
red-faced, scheming.
Yeah, I actually felt kind of bad about that at first.
You should.
You made River Eddie.
Yeah, you made me a big fucking behemoth retard.
No, you were scheming, man.
Oh, wait. Shut up.
I was a big retard.
Oh, no. I'd rather be Eddie, man.
You were
I know.
Eddie.
Wait.
You were Eddie.
Who the fucking... I'd rather be Ed then.
Oh, well, we can trade.
Yeah.
If it's okay with Phil.
Let's make this good.
All right, trade
once
it,
and for
trade
all.
it.
Good. Okay. Back to the Phil 15.
All right, cool. So
Twin
anyway,
Peaks. So
Twin
it's just
Peaks-
a weird ass show.
Yeah, it's just a weird ass show, and I'm on the end of the first season, so the second to
The
last
first
episode
season
of the first
of the first 2 seasons?
yeah, the first season of the very show,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And and the next season is like 22 episodes.
Professor Utonium in this ever?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Don't think so.
Hmm.
But yeah, they've in 2016, so it's a while off. Showtime's going to have 9 more episodes, and it's going to be the conclusion of it.
That's crazy.
And
I've always heard that show passed around with reverence. It's always been one of those shows that I've not really heard a lot of bad things about, and a lot of people that I really respect their opinion have talked very highly of it. So that would be interesting to watch. Where do you watch it?
I'm watching it on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well.
I didn't know it was on Netflix. That's pretty
I
cool.
didn't either. Yeah.
But the most
David Lynch.
enjoyable character to watch, I mean, all the characters, they're all kind of out there, and kind of the most enjoyable character to watch is Dale Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
He's played by Kyle MacLachlan. I cannot...
McLaughlin?
McLaughlin, yeah, Kyle MacLachlan. And, yeah, he's really cool.
Wait, try to say it one more time, the way you were
Kyle
saying
MacLachlan.
it? No, the other way.
Kyle MacLachlan. I didn't know. Couldn't figure it out, man.
I really like that, though.
He says he's eccentric, and he calls up the sheriff in the middle of the night. He goes, "I know who Laura Palmer is," and it's from his perspective. So you don't see the sheriff, and then you hear a brief pause, and then Dale Cooper goes, "Yes, it can wait till tomorrow," because he's such an oddball. Because he knows who killed this person, and he wants to go ahead and sleep first before morning.
This makes no sense to me, man.
Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. Is this anything like the game Deadly Premonition?
I've never played that.
Deadly
It is?
Premonition, yeah, Deadly Premonition takes a ton of what's the word I'm looking for? It's like an homage to Twin Peaks.
Oh fuck!
I didn't know that. Deadly
started,
Premonition.
Yeah, go buy it. If you don't have a 360, actually, do you?
No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I got a
Is it on-
360. I haven't
what?
played it in a while.
Is
Yeah,
it on-
I got a 360.
You should go try that game. I started it up for 6 minutes, or about 6 minutes as it was running, and it opened up with this weird scene, and then it just cut to this woman holding a picture of someone, like literally, I can't even describe it, but she was just, I don't even know, guys.
There's all kinds of similarities.
That's another thing that we should, if we're going to experience that game, I want to experience it together. I really do. Because that's one of those games that I feel like would be fucking weird to play. And
it would be fun to...
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I've never even seen the cover before. This is
video content.
Yes.
Anyways. Phil,
Sweet.
back to you.
Okay, cool. Well, what else can I say about my week? Southland's a really cool show.
Southlands?
Yeah, Southland.
God, dude, we're already... No, I'm just... you don't have to talk about your week, man. This is Phil 15. You want to talk about fucking whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm trying to think about... Yeah, I tried to think. Southland. It's a good show.
What is Southland? What is it?
Okay, so it lasted a couple seasons.
Okay.
It started in 2008, 2009.
Okay.
It's a cop drama, but it's what makes
Is that the
it
one with
different.
Donnie Wahlberg? No, that's Blue...
No.
Blue Steel.
Blue Blood.
Yeah.
This is like a really it's a lot more gritty and a lot more intense.
Okay.
And it's an
HBO or Showtime?
No,
or?
it started on NBC, but then it was kind of too ballsy, so they put it on TNT.
Very well.
Yeah, and so I recall seeing like a couple episodes when it was airing, and I really loved it. Then for my birthday, I got the whole series, and I saw it before then at Big Lots, and they were for pretty cheap. And man, it starts out this rookie cop, he shoots someone on his first day, and it's basically what it is. It's just there's no CSI twist. There isn't a situation where the good guys always win in the end. It's just a dark drama about cops. Not The Wire. It's not. I just had a brain fart. Just check it out. It's a cool show. Mm-hmm. It's a cool show. Just check it out sometime.
Probably won't. I'm too into Conspiracy Files.
Oh yeah, I have that on my list Is that
You should probably watch it. It's
On
pretty.
Netflix?
It's pretty much the greatest.
Yeah, it looks cool. Looks really cool. Man, and,
Just watch it.
I wish I'm ready for my
Phil, you're
next issue of Batman to come out. It hasn't come out yet.
when. Do you know what it's going to be about?
I don't know what it's going to be about. Scott Snyder, the current writer, just finished up a really big arc called Batman Zero Year, and it's been under some
Scott
scrutiny.
Snyder,
Yeah,
the current writer.
yeah, current writer Batman, and the current big story that he told with Greg Capullo as the artist. It's been under some scrutiny by some people, but I freaking loved it. I thought it was such a well fleshed out version of Batman's origin story. He really does something with the Riddler on a scale that I don't think has ever been done with the Riddler before.
I feel like the Riddler is underutilized.
I really like the Riddler. He's been.
I do too. That's why I feel like I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
What does he do with the
Then
Riddler?
you'd like the story then.
What does he do that's different? I want to know.
Okay, he basically
Is Mysterio in this?
no.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Yes, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah, he makes an appearance. DC made a deal with WWE to appear in Batman.
Rey Mysterio.
Okay, so Riddler is mostly known for trying to rob banks and easily getting his ass kicked by Batman for the most
He's
part.
most known for riddles.
Yeah, leaving
Yeah.
riddles and that being his demise. But his plan is really complicated. But I'm going to simplify it, and it may not sound as interesting as it truly is. He basically takes over Gotham with a weather balloon, with a weather control device.
A UFO.
A UFO.
Yeah. And what he does is very similar to what Bane does in Dark Knight Rises, admittedly. Only the whole trick is he...
Wait, Bane changes the weather? When does that happen?
He puts...
I remember he takes
it's
over the
similar
stock
because
market.
the Riddler kind of traps Gotham. He puts it under
yeah.
a certain state. He
Gotcha.
So he makes it into a prison state, and every single day he creates a riddle for citizens to try to solve. Right, and if this person gets this riddle right, then I think all of Gotham is freed. But instead, the body count keeps piling up because every person that tries to solve the riddle, they get exterminated
Riddler.
by some robotic Wayne tech that Riddler stole, right?
Yeah.
And so there's that factor that makes into a Riddler scheme.
Hey, yo, horses.
But it's not that's not all there is to Zero Year though. You see you're introduced. It's so great how everything comes full circle at the end of the story. That's the thing I'll say about it, is that it really does come full circle. You start to think that it drags for a while, but it all falls into place. There's a plan. The writer, they had a plan, I think.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But they did
cool,
make the very wise decision of introducing the Riddler at the very beginning of the entire story. And the Riddler doesn't come around till the third story, I think.
Okay.
Or halfway through the second.
Very
I'd
cool.
like to read it. I like the Riddler. I'd like to hear some good Riddler stories.
Hey,
I'm into that.
The Wolverine.
I'm way into that.
Ooh, the Wolverine story where it's in the past and he's fighting for Russia. What's that called again?
I have no idea. I've never read it.
Wait, are you talking about the Superman story I told you about? Red
Yes,
Dawn?
I always get that fucking
That's
confused.
Not dude.
No, shut the fuck up, Philip. I know I don't know this shit. Jesus.
Yeah, I've got that story though. Superman Red Sun. It's very good.
Is it a graphic novel? Could I?
Yeah,
read
it's
that?
one of the first. It may have been released as a limited series and then reprinted all together as a paperback collection. We'll just call it a graphic novel.
I kind of want one. I kind of want one where Wolverine is doing that. I thought it was Wolverine. I was excited for a second. It's not.
Man, I got a Wolverine story for you to read.
Okay. I'd fucking love to read it. Yeah, give me a Wolverine story. I take
Okay.
what I said back. Give me a Wolverine story.
Phil and I will discuss this after the show, and we'll find the best Wolverine story for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
most
right.
of my Wolverine stories are in comic book format.
So you got time. You got time
Yeah.
to keep talking.
I got the paperback, so we're good.
Good. So you got time.
Phil, you got time.
Don't make us
1
take
minute.
it from you,
1
girl.
minute,
Don't make
24
it
seconds.
Don't make me take it from you, girl. I will.
Alrighty.
Ooh, that sounds like...
Yeah, I know.
So
It sounded really bad.
Yeah, it does.
let's see.
Let's move on.
see.
You want to talk about flying colors, Philip?
Yeah, I'll
You
talk
want to tell
about
me
Flying
why
Colors.
the hell it's so cool? Tell me.
You got one
You
fucking
got a
minute,
fucking
though.
minute to sell me on this shit.
Okay, well, their first single is on YouTube, and
Great, I'm sold. I'm in.
It was everything I wanted to hear. It was everything I wanted to hear.
What
and
did you want to hear, though?
Phil, you're not selling.
like-
Yeah, you're not telling me anything about this music. You're telling me
Well,
about.
first of all, I want what came with the first album, but they made a much more refined.
I've never
version.
heard any of this music. What's it like? Jesus.
It's okay. Okay, so it's okay. It's alternative with a lot of progressive rock. So it's the Muse meets Pink Floyd meets the Beatles.
Whoa.
I don't think it is.
It's Deep Purple. Yes, it
I don't
is.
think it is because I would be. What the fuck? Deep Purple too?
I think one of the
if it was Muse, Pink Floyd, and the Beatles, it would be the only band I would be ever listening to.
Well, you should give it a try. That's the best way I can describe them. I love it. It might not be your thing anymore, River, but when you hear it, you can't say that it's fucking shitty.
I'm saying that Pink Floyd, Muse, and the Beatles are still my thing.
That's great. That's great. But
That's a pretty awesome mix.
Yeah, that would be the supreme mix.
Yeah. That would be the best band ever, I think.
Yeah.
let's see here. What song would I... So there is... Got my iPod right.
Don't
Fuck.
you dare fucking play something.
Can I ask a
No.
complete...
I'm not going to
Dude.
get us sued.
Oh, my God.
I'm not going to get us sued, man. Okay, so the first... Here, this is why I think this. Okay, so there's Mask Machine and then Bombs Away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to buy CDs off of song titles too. It never really worked
Wait,
out for
why
me.
did you just say that like a selling point?
No, okay.
Did you just say the song titles as a selling
I'm just talking
I
about
bought
the
a-
album,
I bought a
dude.
Ching
I can't
album
really sell it to
off
you.
of
I can
a-
only say that I
No,
really
no.
like it.
But here's what I'm asking. You just read him the song title.
Yeah, because
As
Mask
if,
Machine sounds a lot like the Muse, and Bombs Away sounds like Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Then that just relates to
Sure.
why I identify them, being influenced by these certain bands.
I have a question that's completely off topic.
Yes.
Real quick for both you guys. In NBA 2K15, you can scan your own face using the Kinect or PlayStation Eye camera.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And supposedly there's been some issues with it, and it has been creating some ungodly and disgusting, scary, terrifying faces for people. And I'm wondering if any of you guys have seen some of the horrible creations. that
I have not.
Okay,
But
it's
I
pretty
did-
scary.
I did that once with Tiger Woods, the Masters. I forget if that was like 12 or something. I did the facial recognition, and it took the picture off my Move camera. And it took like an hour and a half to process. It was ridiculous. And I was like, okay, this is going to look like me. This is going to be worth it. This is going to be great. And then all of a sudden, it processed. And did one of you guys just message me?
I did. I sent you. Just look at that.
Okay, all right. So it processed after like an hour, and it says, "Okay, here is what you look like," and it was just oh my god!
Aren't those terrifying?
Whoa, holy shit.
This is nowhere near what it did for me.
No.
Whoa.
Anyways, it made me like
Whoa.
a half white and half black, like up the center of my face because my room wasn't evenly lit. And I just fucking played with that guy because it took so long to make, and I looked like an idiot. But this is fucked up. These look like actual monsters.
Yeah,
Pretty scary.
Jeez,
Wow.
man. You should do this.
I'm looking at this stuff right
Do you have
now.
a Connect, Striker?
I don't have a
no,
PlayStation Eye camera,
Yeah.
and I could get one, but I don't know, man.
Don't get one for...
Maybe these people are just actual monsters.
Yeah, maybe it's really accurate, yeah.
So they go back and hide in their cave away
Someone looks like that guy on the bottom right.
Oh, God. Okay, the one on the bottom, second to the left.
Yeah.
That's just a gray.
Yeah, that's just
a gray.
an alien.
That's an alien. Anyway.
I don't know how well this plays, but fuck it. Anyways. Well, I think we're done with the Phil 15. I think that kind of wraps it up. A little bit short here. Sorry I didn't have much to talk about, but do we have anything else we want to go over until... What just happened to my voice?
I don't know. You became one of those monsters.
I did. Do we have anything we want to talk about? Any
I'm just
pressing
excited
issues?
to talk about Stryker. Talk to Stryker.
Me too.
About
No, I'm
out.
excited.
I'm fucking.
I heard
psyched.
Stryker.
Phil, I also watched Dread, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it's sick, isn't it?
It was really sick.
It should have been a lot more successful. There would have been a sequel, and the sequel would have probably been vastly improved.
There is going to be a sequel.
Yes!
Oh,
Whoa.
fuck.
Jesus.
That was the most enthused any of us have ever been about anything.
That's awesome, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well, that's that, guys.
That's all I had.
That is that. We're in the wraps. Phil did not kill anyone. I'm kind of upset. He came in ready to kill, kind of cooled down a little bit. So,
Yeah.
thanks for listening. Follow us on Twitter. We're doing a fucking giveaway. We should probably talk about that at the beginning of the show, huh? So
Yeah,
it catches
we should.
people. So people don't listen to 45 minutes. Oh, this is boring.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I've got some graphic novels I don't even read anymore that I can just give away too.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll give away whatever the fuck. Get us to 200 followers at pixel_chicken. We've got a fucking Facebook. That's facebook.com/
Pixel Chicken Podcast.
Yeah. And we've got a goddamn email. Fucking send us emails. pixelchickenpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your shit.
We'll give you shit.
We'll give you shit. Come on. Do it. Anyways, thanks for listening. Philip Stryker, as always, thank you for being here and talking.
Thanks, Philip Stryker.
Always
Thanks,
a pleasure.
Philip Stryker. Anyways, we will see you next week. Phil, give us an outro sound.
My name is Max Payne.
Oh, God.
What?
That sound.
Peace!
I'm still working on that.